and going around and going around and going around. Welcome everybody. It's still 10 minutes before we are officially starting the tour. But I want to show you this sad beer over here. We're not in Canada. It's just in the Netherlands. We don't have them in the wild, these animals. Not anymore, at least. They're still in other parts of Europe. And let's see, who do we have over here today? Hello, Catherine, and hi, KZ, and hi, Linda, and Jane, and Zena. Hi, Sharon, and Sarai. Hi, Anita. Hi, Barrett, Jackie, Olive, Anne, Valerie, Corinne, and Vlasta or Nella from Amsterdam. Hey, hallo. Welkom, ook vanuit Amsterdam. Daar kom ik ook vandaan. Hi, Regina. Hi, Kate. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Shoshana. Hi, Susan, Claire, Carol, Lisa. Hi, Paula. Hi, Dee and Hadrian and Cindy and Carrie-Ann. And hi, Mustafa, Virginia. Hi, Diane, and hi, Michael. Yeah, and what we're seeing over here is a beer with a problem for sure. So, and good morning also from to the other side of the world. Hi, Michaela. Willkommen. Hi, Monique. And yeah, we're seeing over here. Let me show you my face just for a little while. Welcome in Ouwehands Zoo, where I am right now. I'm gonna take you around, and the official tour is only starting in 9 minutes from now. So I was showing you already a very sad story. So and yeah, Sarai, I can imagine that you want to hug this beer. And the interesting thing is that in this place over here, there are in total 3 beers. And there is some information, because a lot of people are saying like, yeah, if a bear is going just around in circles, like what we see over here, there he is. That means that it's that it's a bear where it's not going very well with. And that is true. But that is not because it's here. What happened to this bear and also 2 other ones, they have been in circuses, they have been in fairs, they have been used for a very long time, some of them even for more than 20 years. And some of them, all 3 of them, are quite recently over here in a place where they have space, where they're not sitting just in a cage, where they cannot even move. So for the first time in their life, they can walk around, and they don't. And the thing is, so what they did is the bear that we see over here is over here in the zoo since 2021. Since 2021. Before that time, 20 years long, he was staying in just like a very tiny cage where he couldn't even move. So it is a traumatized bear. So what they're doing over here is trying to have at least some space again. But what you see, and I was talking to one of the people over here in the zoo just 5 minutes before I started this tour, and they were saying like, yeah, they are most probably traumatized for life. Traumatized for life because they have been in captivity and people were not treating them very well. So there is an organization, there are several organizations in Europe that are trying to save these animals. By the way, not only bears, but also all kinds of other animals like monkeys and tigers and everything, to give them at least a little more of a normal life again. But yeah, several of these animals are traumatized, and that's what you can see by this bear walking around. So compared to the situation before, it is already a lot better. But what they say is most probably the rest of the life of this bear will be the same. And they have 3 of them. They have 3 of these traumatized bears over here in the zoo. But in 6 minutes from now, we're originally gonna start. So at first I was also thinking, I was seeing this bear, I was like, oh, this is so sad. This is so sad that he cannot go around. He's just going around in circles. and nothing more than that. So that must be a trauma. And then people are saying like, yeah, that's true. He is traumatized, but it's already a lot better than it was before. And this bear, because it's such a long time, he will never get into his normal habits anymore. Because from a very young age, uh, brought away, they were taking him away from his mom, and the rest of his life was just in captivity. So they never knew how it was to have space and to have a normal bear life. And yes, Tariq, it is a sad story. We didn't start yet, but let me just show you some more animals over here. Look at this one. I don't know all the names, by the way, in English. So some of them were new. But let me go inside over here because there's some interesting animals. One of my favorite ones, and then we will get back to the bear later on. Just look what we have over here. Just a red river hawk. Thank you, Catherine, for telling the name. But over here we have some of the elephants that they have over here in the zoo. And because we are inside, that also means that there's a little more sound from other people, as you can hear. And at this moment, the animals are inside eating something, and they're doing that to clean the cage outside, and also to make sure that they have a relaxed time where they can just eat. And some of them also is the same story. So Ouwehands is quite famous, so to say, that they are having a lot of animals that were like the bear before in captivity. Oh, he's just gone now. There was just a very big one over here that is just gone. Oh, we can still see it over there. Oh, sorry, there's. Oh, I think we can see over there. There's a little one. You can see how big the metal is around them because they're, of course, quite strong. So you have to be careful. But nature is living together. I love the little birds. Just at the place where the elephant was just eating. Okay, maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming back at a later moment. You never know. You never know with animals how that's going. No, but what I said already before, a lot of the animals over here are from other places, from circuses, from they were held in captivity from a very young age, and several of them are safe to give them a place where at least, of course, it's not exactly the same anymore. Be careful because there's a little kid over here that also wants to go inside. So I guess you got it in. So sorry, I was a little kid that. And yes, Maureen, there is also for the elephants. There's a big place. We can see it later. And what they're doing is during somewhere in the afternoon, they are placing all the animals inside, or in this case, the elephants are placed inside, so they can eat something. There are some young ones also, and that at that time they're using to clean their cages, so clean the outside territorium. And then after a while, when they're finished with eating and finished with the cleaning, they're letting them outside again. I was also seeing, I was just reading it, that the elephants over here, they can decide themselves if they want to stay inside or outside during the nighttime. Exactly, because Oscar is a very lucky bear because he can even travel. He can even travel by plane all over the world. That's true. That's true. Okay, let me change the screen again. 1 minute, 25 seconds, and then we are starting. Look at this. Cute animal over here. This boar. Let me go a little more nearby. Can do that. I think searching for insects in the ground. That's what they are living from. So, and just to give you an idea, oh, there's another one. Of course, you can never control animals. So, oh, they're going inside. I think it's too cold outside. I don't know. No, but the place over here on the side, that is the terrain of the elephants that are at this moment still inside, but they can normally also go there. So maybe later on we will see them. We will see them outside. And good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is from your side of the world. So let me just show you a little. I was showing already for people that were earlier. There is a beer over here. Oh, it's also the starting time of the tour. So welcome everyone, welcome people all over the world. It is a beautiful day in the autumn in the Netherlands, and today I'm bringing you to a zoo where I have been this year one time before, last February. I still remember at that time that we saw the first daffodils and the first blossom was in the tree. It was the end of February. um, and I'm now back in the autumn. You can see around that the leaves are already turning yellow, turning brown, turning red, all these beautiful autumn colors. And I'm in the zoo of Ouwehands, that is in the city of Renen. And Renen is about 1 hour and 15 minutes southeast a little from Amsterdam. So it's a little more in the middle of the country, on a beautiful zoo of about 22 hectares. So not very big, but it is a beautiful one. And I was just starting this tour about, I think, 12 minutes ago, where I was showing, and I'm just gonna do this story again. I was showing this bear that we see over here, and people that are just joining, welcome in the zoo. Don't worry, I'm not outside, so I'm behind the gate, even with electricity, looking at this bear, that is originally from another part of Europe. And not only this bear, but also the two other ones that are behind this cage. You can see that they are acting a little strange. You can see the bear is walking around in circles, more and more circles. Even the ground is completely like a circle. It is a little sad to see how this bear is behaving. So this one is traumatized. And that's the same with the two other bears that are living over here. Why are they traumatized? Not from living over here, because most of them, or all three of them, are here since the last 5 years. They're here since the last 5 years, and they're all coming from locations, other parts of Europe, where they were held in captivity. Oh, sorry for the zooming. Where they were held in captivity for all of their lives. So the one over here, for example, is here since 2021, was originally um, from Ukraine, by the way, and he was held in captivity over there in a cage where this bear could not even turn around. So imagine that. And he was just used to show to people. So they're also showing it over here from all the tree. So they're saying rondjes draaien of springen. So some of them are turning around, other ones are jumping the whole time because they are traumatized. They are traumatized from a whole life in captivity, from a whole life. And there is a European organization. There are several ones, but there's one that's really taking care of bears. And what they're trying to do is to buy these bears, or sometimes even save these bears and give them a sort of a normal life. Of course, they are used to live their whole lives in a very minimal space. So it takes some time, and they are still, when they're coming over here, traumatized. But imagine this bear over here. He's now running in circles. It's heavily traumatized, but it's already a lot more than what there was before. So 20 years in captivity, and now finally can go out, but still traumatized. So, and they're just leaving these bears over here, so they have like a big place so they can go around, and they're of course trying to give them a sort of a normal life as far as that is possible. And Linda, I was talking, that's a good question. Just showing my face for a little. I was just talking to one of the people that's working over here, and they were saying, yeah, since the time that they came here, it's a lot better. But of course, you can still see that they are traumatized. So most probably that will never change. That will never change completely. But it is a lot better than before. So it is in comparison. But most probably they will never change their behavior anymore. Okay, let's go see the other. Let's go a little inside here. So it is also the zoo over here. As you can see, it has very big spaces. So it is in the woods of the middle part of the Netherlands, and here they can go around. And I think I think I'm seeing another one. I'm seeing another one. One of the other, I don't know if you can see it over there. I'm just gonna zoom in a little. Wait. The one over there in the grass. I think also maybe searching for insects or something like that. It's a little hard to see from over here. Wait, this way. A little. And Cindy are saying they are just like humans. Yeah, it is. In a way, they tried to make to let them do tricks. Oh, I see another one, by the way. I didn't even see. There's another one over there. Also looking, yeah, exactly, looking for food. Of course, they are getting food over here, so they don't have to search it themselves. But it is a lot more their natural habitat, because in the Alps and also in the eastern part of Europe, there's still a lot of bears in the wild. Exactly, Cindy. These ones are already. That's also what the person was telling me. Oh, let's go outside again. That the ones that you see over here are already longer in the zoo, for 5-6 years. While the one that we were seeing at the start, the one going around in circles, is just here for since 2021, and is more traumatized. And yes, they're still hibernating. Yeah. That's up to them. It's up to them. So if some of them don't do that anymore, also because their life changed completely. Okay, I'm just going through the zoo, and let me get also a little more nearby the bears. Over here we can see it a little better. Let me try. Of course, now it's almost. Oh, they're coming together. You see the second one is at the right, so they're very nearby each other now. Let's see if something's gonna happen. They're just searching for. But look how big these animals are. It's unbelievable. Boo. Yeah, if someone from behind is doing that, I would jump. It's a little hard to see. And yeah, they have a very big space. I'm now only showing you a little part, and there's also a part where they can hide for people if they want. Of course, also inside and outside, both of us. Yeah. And Virginia, yeah, that's one of the interesting things. Oh wait, he's just coming. A little more. And now that's one of the things that you're seeing with most of the Dutch zoos. It's a trend. I think a very good trend from the last 15 to 20 years that more and more they're trying to give more space to the animals. So not just in a small part anymore, but all give them space to wander around, to at least feel a little like normal animals. Okay, just going. There are some other people now standing nearby. Let's go on and also enjoy the beautiful colors of the trees. It is a beautiful day. We're lucky. We're lucky again. I'm really lucky almost the whole year until now. And I'm here, by the way, because later today there is a light festival here in the zoo. So we will see already some installations. Oh, come, 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 come. Oh, I love these animals. Come. There's another one over here. He's coming to us. Look at this. Using. This is like, I don't know if some of you have been with me in Amsterdam in Central Station. This is, I think, family of Elvis. So, and hello. Hi, Tariq. Ah, but this is not Tariq. I don't know his name, but look how beautiful it is with the sun setting at the back part. So, but they're really curious to see and to come nearby. Oh. And they're quite big. So he's posing for us. Yeah, both of them are posing now, as you can see. And they're so beautiful. Yeah, come on. He's saying hi to you. So, okay, let's go on and let some other people also see them. No, but the light festival is here this evening, and you can see it over here on the side, called Aqua Luna, the night lights, or the light nights, whatever. And that's the tour that I will do later on. And I thought, let's be on time in the zoo, and then I can show you also already some animals. And yeah, the installations like the one over here later on, when they will be illuminated when it's dark, then it will be really beautiful. So, but just to give you an idea already, come back if you want to see them in their full glory later on. Okay. And in the meantime, also look at the sky. It is, I said already, it's a beautiful day. Really a beautiful day. And over here on the side, there is another area. And that is not from the bear, but from the ice bear. The ice bear will be here at the left side. And thank you, Sarai, for sharing the link. A polar bear, exactly. Sorry, in Dutch. Thank you, a polar bear. I was first like, oh, he's a little, he's not completely white. But yeah, it is a polar bear. I'm saying ice bear because in Dutch it is ice bear. It's almost the same. And we also have an expression, and that's also what we see this bear doing. Going around, this is not in circles, but going to the left and going to the right. And we're calling that in Dutch ijsberen. So it's the same in Danish? Okay. But are you also, Katarina, saying ijsberen? Pacing in English, okay. But we are calling it after the polar bear. So, and for us, yeah, it's an ice bear. But yeah, it is a little different colors. And oh, Lynn, that is a tougher question. And yes, I am not eating meat, And even when going to a zoo, I mean, I love it to go here, but at the same time, it's sometimes a little hard to see all these animals that I really wish to have a life where they can walk around. But at the same time, what these also the Ouwehands Zoo, what they're doing is really also trying to teach kids. So there's a lot of information. And look, we have what we have over here. A beautiful elephant. So no, but it is a little double to go to places where animals are in captivity. But in the same time, it is also we can also learn, and I'm also thinking for kids, it's good to see that there are animals and that we have to protect them, because otherwise it's just like, yeah, you know it from maybe some shows on National Geographic, but not on other places. So. And yes, Tariq, that's also true. They're also doing a lot of conservation, not conversation, also conversation to for conversation for conservation, and that is all Dutch zoos. There are several Dutch zoos. All Dutch zoos are part of these programs, also to make sure that these animals will stay there. Will stay there because a lot of them are. Not so well protected in the countries where they are originally living. And then over there we can see more of the elephants. So I just will go a little more nearby. We have to go around a little. This is also an elephant, by the way. Whoa. Let's go. Oh, Carol, that's nice to hear that you took so many. Yeah, and here's the other side of the ice beer. So this whole thing over here is where they can stay. And now winter's coming, so it's the time for ice beers again. Okay, let me. Thank you, Barrett and Anne. Let me show you some of my favorites. We're still in the colder parts. I don't know if you also have an expression in English of walking like an like these animals, like a penguin. And also interesting, by the way, you see the penguins, and then on the top there are a lot of animals. I see a stork. I see several other animals waiting, and of course they're waiting until the moment that they're getting food. So, and let me see. It's something that I can show you. One moment. I'm trying to. No. You can also, because you can also see them swimming over here, and you can also see me, by the way. But of course, at the moment that I'm trying to show that, it's not happening. Thank you, Corinne. And Lynn, I don't know that. I'm just a visitor in the zoo, and I'm not a specialist on all kind of animals. But it's nice to be here. And they're swimming around. The interesting thing is that you can see them sometimes going, and they're also warning us. Oh wait. Okay, look at this. See? Woo. That was one. That's what I wanted to show you. How they are swimming. Just underwater, above water, and of course normally going after fish and other things to eat. Okay, let me go inside. We can go inside. So they're trying to make spaces where you can come nearby the animals. So that is over here. Thank you, Katarina. That is over here. Look at this. There's a sort of a dome, and When I'm standing in this dome, and I'm gonna take you, we're in the middle between the animals, between the penguins over here. There are not so many now nearby. I think they don't like my face, but we can see over here the water. We were just standing over there. And yeah, you can imagine that it is possible that there are a lot of penguins just next to you. I'm now really feeling a little like an animal. So this is how it feels. If you are a penguin over here in Ouwehands Zoo, then you see the whole time all these people and all these kids just looking at you. It's a beautiful, beautiful idea, isn't it? This is how it feels. And over here we have, again, I can zoom in a little. There they are, just waddling around. It's a penguin zoo. Yeah, no, not only penguins, also a lot of other. Okay, I'm just going out again because there's nothing nearby. Whoa. But it's a nice idea. So, and this is again for later this evening. We have also, again, beautiful penguins in the ice, but that is for a later moment. And yes, Deborah, there are of course other options, but that is really the more modern zoos. What you see is that you can come a lot more nearby the animals, and at the same time to give them a place where they can behave also as an animal, or at least more. So let me go over here to the side. Let me see where was the entrance. Oh, and look at this little bird. Sorry, this is just no, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, I'm going inside. Yeah, so I've been, Linda, it's good that you're saying, yeah, we're quite close, and they try to, that you can come nearby, just out of reach, of course, from the animals. And then like over here, we just like on the side, the place, so they can come very, very nearby. And that's, of course, really nice to see. Okay, now let's go to see some other animals. And I want to go over here and look at the sky. It's a beautiful day. Okay, we're going over here on the side to see a bigger building that is sort of a jungle inside where kids can play. So kids can play as if there were monkeys. So we're not going there. I'm gonna take you to Het Wat. Het Wat, and Het Wat is like what you have in the northern part of the Netherlands, the place nearby the islands. And I have to open the gates. Open the gates. And over here we have some more natural animals that you can find in the northern part of the Netherlands. We had to go through the gate because in parts of the zoo you can even bring your dog, but not over here. Not okay. And then see over here in the middle we have the bird sitting. And there, a little further in the zoo, we have an animal that I was seeing before when I was taking you to Scheveningen last year. I think it was last year, I don't know exactly anymore. And I was seeing a wild one in the sea. But yeah, over here there are seals. And I can try to get a little more nearby, but yeah, they are swimming around the whole time. Where are you? And they are bringing oxygen in the water. That's one of the ways to clean it. Oh, Sharon, thank you for that information. I don't know if that. I believe you. Oh, here, we have one over here. Look at this. Coming nearby. And to talk about interesting names, in Dutch, we're calling this a sea dog, een zeehond, a sea dog. So it is not seal, but a sea dog in Dutch. So we have ice bears, sea dogs, and a lot of other interesting names that are different from English. So that's for me sometimes very hard. And exactly, Bel, een zeehond, so a sea dog. That's basically what it's what it's saying. Let's see if there's another one. I don't see other ones anymore. I think we just had one nearby, and that was the show for today. They're staying. They're staying under. Oh, there. There we have him or her again. Oh, they're also going under me, but that was too fast. And another one over there. And it's interesting that you can come very nearby again. There's like a little bridge over the water, so we can see them from nearby. And Deborah, yeah, sometimes in Dutch it is very easy. It's very easy. So, and of course in every language you have other names for it. And also, like the seal is an animal that you can find on different parts of the world. So different parts of the world also means that there are different names for it. Yeah, maybe it's sitting on something, I don't know. Let's zoom out again, and I'm going on to the next place. Okay, oh, and over there some beautiful animals, some beautiful birds again. Now zooming in. And also look at the... I didn't open the gate yet, but look at the big raven. It is a specific type of a raven that is in the... And exactly, the crested crane is next to it, you're right. But there's also a raven, and over here they're calling it the horn, the southern horn raven in Dutch, or the Bucorvus lietbeteri, in my best Latin. So, and yes, Claire, that is the website for this place, and it's, by the way, a zoo that's now 90 years old. So it's 90 years ago it started, and there's also an interesting there's also a little interesting story about it, because what happened 90 years ago, there was a guy who had the surname Ouwehands, and that means, by the way, old hand. Ouwehands, Mr. Ouwehands, and he was originally living in Rotterdam. He had a company over there in cigars. He was transporting cigars into the Netherlands, and he wanted to do something else. So what he did is he started a chicken farm in this area. He started a chicken farm, and next to the chicken, he also had some other animals. And with these other animals, there were several people that wanted to look at them. They were interested in them. So what he did, by the way, the sound is here from all the little birds sitting next to me. No, but the chicken farm, he got so many people that wanted to see some of his special chickens. And then in the 30s, it was not going so well with his chicken farm anymore. And then he decided, let's make a zoo out of it. Let's have more animals, and start showing them over here, so people from this area can see them. And so he used his terrain of the zoo to, and look at this beautiful monkey. We use this terrain to show all these animals. So since 1932, but I have to say that in World War II, but that was 8 years later, in 1940, something really sad happened over here, because the zoo over here is placed on one of the Dutch defense lines, the Hollandse Waterlinie, the Dutch water lines. And what happened is that the Nazis were coming over here. The Nazis were coming over here, and they were seeing that there was a weak spot in the defense of the Netherlands, and that weak spot was here on this mountain, yeah, a hill, I have to say, and that weak spot was exactly here at the place of the zoo. Oh, look at this, by the way. In the meantime, this is a vegetarian monkey, as you can see. He is eating the green out of the water. Exactly. Eating the elks. Maybe he doesn't get enough food. Oh, and then the other one is coming. Oh, now they're together. Look at this. Look at this. By the way, these are the monkeys that you can find in the northern part of Africa, in Morocco. So in Dutch, we're calling them Berberaapjes, and Berber because that is the northern part of Morocco, where you can find them. Not only there, by the way. So, and they're cute, aren't they? Yeah, they're really cute. I agree to that. And now they're together. You see, a veggie world is the future. Even the monkeys are starting to to eat the elks. Okay, but some other ones are still sitting at the top. So let me see where I can get you now. There is over here, there are some more. And also, oh, this is the wrong side. I'm going inside, I'm going against the direction the whole time. I don't know, Evelyn, what it exactly is, because I didn't try it myself. Maybe next time. And what do we have over here? Oh, this is just nothing. Looks like an animal that loves snow, but exactly, Lynn, there are a lot of them also in Gibraltar. You're completely right. That's, of course, Gibraltar is also very nearby Morocco. And interesting that it's also called Barbary monkeys. So, okay, let me see inside, because we have over here at the side are the cages of the gorillas. So, and I love them, but I think they are inside. So let's take a look. Oh, over here. Wait. Here they are. The ones over, this one cleaned himself a little more than the one that we were seeing before. And you can maybe also see he's a little itchy at this moment. I think because he didn't watch himself enough. And you can now also see why they are a little brown. That's just from the ground. So they're using the ground to dig, to do all kind of other things. So, and they're quite dirty. Yeah. The one there at the back is even making a sort of a hole. I saw him digging before. This one is just itchy. So, okay, let's go and see. Okay, first one other animals, and then we're going to the gorillas, where they have a beautiful, beautiful entrance over here. Okay. The animals over here, I've seen them in the Caribbean, and they're making a lot of sounds. They're really making a lot of sounds. Flamingos, exactly. And look at their color. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's almost if they took a pink bob. Or Lynn, or they're eating a lot of shrimps. That's also possible. And they love to talk, I think. So, and Deborah, if the shrimp is giving them the color, then my question is, where's the color from the shrimp coming from? Yeah, and it sounds like geese. I agree. I agree. Some of them have a little fight over there. Deborah, for next time. For next time, I will prepare. Next time, I will prepare and we'll do especially the flamingos. This, by the way, the Cuban flamingo. So they're also playing a little Cuban music. So that is to make sure that they're feeling a little at home. Oh, and by the way, it is really good in some situations. In some situations, I love to let you smell what I'm smelling if I'm in flower fields exactly, but not over here. Not over here. And yes, Join, they fly. They fly. Of course, not the ones in the zoo anymore, but wild ones can fly. And Catherine, we were seeing the bears at the start, so we're now going for some monkeys. Oh, look at this. Okay, just one moment. It was the wrong one. Just gonna try something. You see? I'm now a monkey. It's a little hard for me because I'm on my own. But I am a gorilla right now myself, so no, it's not working so well. my arm is not long enough. Next time. Let's go inside this dark hole over here. And the interesting thing is that for kids, you can climb here to the top and then see the gorillas from above. So if you're a kid, then you can go up there. I'm a little too big for that. But I think I can maybe go over here. And there are also stairs. Let's see if we can find some animals. I think over here. I see. Just looking, where are people? Yeah. I see some. And yes, Evelyn, you're right. I'm a kid at heart, but climbing with a gimbal, and it was very narrow. That's a little hard. But I can at least show you my friend over here. Really calm. This big gorilla. Oh, he doesn't want to see us. Gentle giants, huh, Caroline? That's not all the time the same. And I think they're a little done with us. Look, by the way, at these muscles. Look at the muscles that these animals have. It's unbelievable. You really have to be careful for them because they are extremely strong. There's also one here at the side. Oh, there are other people. So let me try to go somewhere else. Sorry. Let me see. Do we have some more? I'm trying to find. I see some movement, but I don't see them. Ah,
Hij hangt er ook echt voorbij, zo van hem.
And look, they are together with the gorillas. You see the gorilla at the left side, the extreme, and then the meerkat, exactly, Carol, just at the front. So they are happily living together. So if that is possible, zoos are also doing that more and more. So there are a lot.
Dat is niet leuk.
Really a lot. I bet they cuddle the meerkats. Yeah, maybe they do. Maybe they do. So what we're looking now, by the way, is all the inside, but at the same time, they also have a whole big part at the outside. So also these animals, they can choose again if they like to be inside or outside. So I'm sometimes thinking the zoo is making it very lazy for them because they can decide, well, we want to be inside because it's raining at the moment. Let me go over here. Look at the big one again. Again, a silverback. But you can see the muscles very well. Making, I don't know what he's doing. He's making a place to sleep or something like that. Or building a nest, yeah, maybe. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at these shoulders. Look at these biceps. Oh, yeah, and now, you see, he was making a bed, and it's now time for, I think it was after dinner dip. That, okay, we don't see him anymore now. Bye-bye. Okay. I want to go outside again. Yeah, and what they're trying to do, I saw people talking about. Look how friendly their faces are. Let me get zoomed out again. No, what they're trying to do in this zoo, it also is bigger than it was before, and bigger with less animals. So that is really the trend in a lot of zoos: bigger spaces for the animals, and every time less. A bigger space and less animals. Bigger space, less animals. By the way, over here we also have the European flamingo. So we also have them in Europe. So it's called Europe because there's in the little part of the southern part of Spain, you can find some of them, but most of them, by the way, are living in Africa. So, but yeah, still calling them the European. Let me see. I'm just gonna go to another part. I hope you like me just wandering around, little random. because I also don't know. Thank you, Carla. I also don't know exactly what animals are active or not. So I was here about an hour ago or 1.5 hours ago, and some of them were active, and then later on they were not active anymore. So over here there should be a sea lion, but maybe also inside at the moment. Thank you, Linda. And then, oh, not only do we have the flamingos, but also look at these other animals from the Caribbean, these pelicans. Wow, they're really beautiful. Oh, Wendy, I didn't see an animal poop. That's true. That's true. I'm sorry. No pooping animals at this moment. But they're quite pretty. I think they're also eating some shrimps. What I just learned, but a little less. A little less. So maybe it's just because they're eating from the flamingos sometimes. So Stephen, also the ones that I've seen in the wild were always white. What? I mean, maybe it is the food that they're getting. But I also really look at this. Trying to be as nearby as possible. Again, it is extremely stinky over here. So I'm smelling them. Okay, here's nothing. Oh, I'm gonna show you something else. And yeah, zoos are also getting more and more an experience. So that's what we have over here. And not a lot of zoos in Europe do have pandas, like the giant pandas. And over here they have it. Exactly, and now we're going to see the pandas. And what they did, it feels a little like we're going into China through the gate over here. Inside there are some pandas. It's the only zoo in the Netherlands, at least, that has pandas. So, because it's quite a unique animal, and this is because of the good relations between the Netherlands and China. So, okay, let's see if we can find one of them. Oh, over here, this looks like, oh, there's one. Oh, they are, of course, all these animals today, they don't like to see us, I think. So there is one over there eating some eucalyptus. Oh, let me try to find another window. One moment. I think I found a place where we can see them. And these pandas are here now, I think only 3 years. So it is very new. Panda diplomacy, exactly, Evelyn. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh yeah, now we can see it better. Wait, let me. Over there, we see there's sitting one. There are, as far as I know, there are 3 pandas at this moment in this zoo. And of course, it's a very rare animal. I mean, also in China, there are not a lot of the pandas living anymore. That's also why it is the sign of the, how do you call it? The World Animal, World Nature Foundation, WNF, but it's a beautiful one over here. Yeah, worldwide. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you. Again, my Dutch and my English is going to each other. So, Worldwide Fund for Nature. Yeah, we are in Dutch. We're calling it het Wereld Natuurfonds, het World Nature Foundation. So, and yeah, this is a China panda for sure, at least for sure, because we got them. The zoo got them because of our good relationships with China about 3 years ago, and that was quite unique. So there was a big celebration and opening also of this of the place over here, and of course it's for me a little harder to see, but they tried to make the whole place over here looking a little like a Chinese temple. So like the one over here. So let me see. I think we can also look at the other side. One moment. Okay, let's see if there are some more showing themselves. Empty. I think they're just under us. I saw several ones. And yes, Evelyn, they're also red pandas, but they are, I don't know, I've seen them before, but I don't know how to get there anymore. So we have to do it. We have to do it only with the one that we were seeing before. The rest is I think hiding just where we are standing. They also of course have a place inside, and maybe they did not like to have all these people. And there's some bamboo over here also to get you in the feeling. Yeah, but what I like about these kind of things is building building something like this, it really feels a little like you're getting a little into China. And that's also one of the things that I've seen in several other Dutch zoos, that they're trying to show you not only the animals, also trying to learn you something um, about where they are living, but not only that, also to show you and tell you something about the culture. So over here there is a tiny restaurant, and it is a Chinese restaurant. Of course, it's a Dutch Chinese restaurant, and that's different from a real Chinese restaurant because it's formatted after the Dutch taste, but you can have Chinese food over there. Okay, I have to. And okay, we have to do it with the ones over here. We have some over here. This is from the Light Festival where I'm gonna take you later. This is just one of them, and we will see a lot more. So not only the pandas. In the meantime, it's getting dark a little, so that also means that this is the end of my tour from what I'm showing you today. So I want to thank you for joining. This was just for me a start to prepare for the tour later, because I was thinking if I have to go all the way here, or all the way, so about 1 hour and 20. Yeah, it was 1 hour and 20 minutes because it was a little busy on the streets already. So so I thought I'm just then gonna show you also a little of the zoo itself. So not only the Light Festival. And someone was asking, no lions. I was there at the start, but the lions were inside. So I decided not to stay at the lions, but to start nearby the bear and the elephants, because the lions they yeah, I don't know, they didn't want to show themselves. So what can I do? What can I do than just hope that animals wanna show themselves? So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna prepare myself for the next tour, because it will be a little more a route, and it will be beautiful, I think, because it is getting dark now. The lights are turning on, so just to give you already an idea what we will see. For example, the trees over here, beautifully illuminated, but of course it's now still light. So when it's dark, it will be more beautiful. Um, Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Evelyn. And yes, Lynn, you're completely right. You have, of course, that famous song that the lion is sleeping in the jungle. So I think that was there today. So maybe if I'm doing the tour again, we will see some of it. But and if not, then at least there will be a beautiful lights. Thank you again for joining. Thank you for all the nice words. I saw several tips. Hopefully, I said thank you to everyone. If not, I'm now saying it to everyone that I forgot. Um, so I hope to see some of you again in 2 hours from now. In 2 hours from now, I will start that tour, and then we're gonna do a lot of the light works. It will be busier than it is right now in the zoo, but it will be wonderful. I hope so. And Polly, you're also right. Lion is not living in the jungle, but yeah, that's in the song. It's in the song. I didn't write that song. So, no, thank you for joining. I hope to see some of you again. If not, you can also follow my channel. There will be a lot of other tours coming in the coming weeks. So I will add even more in the coming days because I will go to Asia. Some of you know that already. I will go in December and January, part of December, part of January, to the Philippines, to Singapore, and to Bali. So, like a big holiday. And I will also do some tours from all these three countries. So, several ones in the Philippines, one or two, I think, in Bali. And also one or two in Singapore. Some of them are already on my channel, so that will be Stefan as a tourist in Southeast Asia, but I'm looking forward. And maybe you can even see some of the animals that we were seeing over here in the wild. So thank you. Bye bye. See you again.